So good afternoon or good morning. This morning we're working on a explosion proof Appleton fluorescent lamp. Comes on, but it's real dim. I work on a lot of fluorescence, so it's clearly the ballast. The bulbs, when they burn out, the end of them gets black, and that's how they light the fluorescent gas up. There's a little cathode or whatever on each end. Sends electricity out through the bulb. But both of these were on, so that tells me that both of the cathodes are good. And then, you ever worked on fluorescent lighting before? I opened up the end of this. Look how weird this is. These got O-rings on them. This is the making sure none of this noxious gas from all this stuff. That says acid on it. There's flammable, all kinds of stuff in here. Hazardous waste, more hazardous waste, all the stuff you don't want to be around. I'm being around this morning. Plus, God knows what's in those little barrels down there. So there's the end of the fluorescent bulb. That's what that looks like. So you can see this is the yellow. These are the two white wires. So the yellow end's going down to the other end. So the other end's the common for this. And then these two white wires are going up to either a blue or a red. It doesn't matter when you hook them up to the ballast, but you do have to have the two yellows. Obviously this black and white's your power and your neutral, but you got to have the two yellows going to the other end of the fluorescence. So it looks like they're going in that little tube all the way down, and then looks like the two blues are coming over here to this side, and then the two reds will be over on this other side. If I took it off, it'd look just like this. So I'm going to take the old ballast out. See if I can get a picture of that. Like just a regular one, I haven't had a chance. As you can see, the ceiling's right here, so it's a pain in the ass. But I've got it this far. It came with that big old lid on there. I got the lid off. And of course, you know what one cold hunter always says? Always check to make sure there's no power. That's the cheapest life insurance policy on the face of the planet right there. And you spend extra money and buy the good ones. This is a Klein. Has a little light, little LED light. It's pretty cool. It also does from 12 to 1,000. See if I can get a good enough picture of that. It's got two settings, 12 to 1,000, 70 to 1,000. If you know what you're working on, don't put it on 12, because then it just goes off on everything. So I know that this is 120, so I had mine on 70 to 1,000. Took it in the other room, something that was plugged in, checked it, make sure this was working correctly. It was. Came back, checked my black, checked my white, checked everything in here. There was nothing. So I feel comfortable working on it now. And then this is hooked to a light switch. So in order to stay within the lockout, tag out, I do this because everybody knows who I am. And I put that right over the light switch. So nobody will come and turn the light switch on. But when I disconnect the power, I'll cap it off anyways. Anyway, I'll follow up with the end of this video when I get the lamp changed.